God has given us a foundation. And the foundation that he's given us is his word. And he will always supply a strategy if you ask him to. Inevitably, your crisis situation will force you into supplication. You will apply to God for the supply that you need. You will learn that he wants to supply you with far more than simple relief from your difficulty. He wants to supply you, my brother, my sister, with kingdom riches in the form of wisdom, peace, and faith. I'm going to remind you today that kingdom people are not immune to problems. But it's important to remember, just because you're living in the kingdom of God, it does not isolate you from unexpected and uncontrollable events. When storms hit your life, it will hit everyone. Many times Jesus made points when speaking about building. In one particular text in Matthew's gospel, he says that everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the storm rose, and the winds blew and beat against the house. Yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. Everyone, he says, who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who builds his house on sand. The rain comes down, the streams rise, and the winds blow and beat against the house, and it falls with a great crash. You must know that the violence of the storm hit both houses. The one that was built on the rock was hit just as hard as the one that was built on the sand. Winds came, rain fell, and many things came to threaten both houses. The crisis affected everyone. The difference is in the response of each house. The one that was built on the strong foundation could stand up to the winds and stand up to the rain. But the other house that was built on sand collapsed. Jesus wants you to know today that survival will depend on your foundation. Survival will depend upon your foundation. As you walk into the new year, I pray that your life is built on a solid foundation. Because if your foundation is not built on solid word, if it's not built on the faith that you have in God, you're not going to make it. But if your life is built upon his word, no matter what comes, no matter what goes, you'll be standing when it's all over. May God keep you standing as you build on the foundation of his word. Be blessed.